How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Miskatonic. Charlotte, finished with patrol? Yep, all quiet on the Eldritch front. Awesome, it's getting late and most of the staff tucked in early, so you can take the rest of the night off. Great, I guess I better go get on everyone else's body clocks, then I'll be in my room if you need me. Well, I'm no closer to figuring out who's behind the brain goo, but there are a few folks acting suspicious. It might just be dark humor or coping mechanism, but it sounds like some of these guys are fine with gruesome shit happening to innocent people. I mean, it's not like there isn't plenty of gruesome shit happening to innocent people out there already, but that doesn't excuse kidnapping people and collecting brain goo. First thing tomorrow, I'm going to find out who it is. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mindy here, wishing you all a pleasant and fulfilling evening, pushing the boundaries of occult science with little regard for ethics or consequence. Oh, shut up. Don't tell me she does this every night. And now, everyone's favorite part of the show, Mindy's News, giving you cheerful and uplifting stories from around the world. Uplifting in the sense that reminds people that our precious little university is an actual bastion of liquid shit and human suffering compared to the rest of the world. At least, not the worst one. Firstly, there's been reports of sightings in rural Russian villages of a strange new supernatural species, described as bipedal humanoid constructs, roughly 15 feet tall, with a skin made of thin, clear glass. Strangely, these glass men appear to be stuffed with loose, random human organs, extremities, and entrails that all appear to be working correctly. Open hearts beat, unconnected intestines masticate, severed hands wriggling their little fingers. These creatures will wander silently into local villages, take a person's hand, and walk back to the forest, with people too petrified to protest. Our local Miskatonic representative Dave Chumley ends his report form with in the personal notes section with, oh god, this is the freakiest shit. Oh god, she just walked away with it. Oh god, one of them has a fetus in his head. Oh god, it's breathing. Get me the fuck out of here. Hilarious. And if you think trained Miskatonic operators being frightened like tiny babies by walking lunchboxes is fun, reports from Paris state that the latest operation to clear the so-called void from the catacombs of Paris have ended in disaster. Oh yeah, that god the peanut butter girl worships. Just bizarre. The only survivor of the 14-man operation has said that the void once again crept into the minds of the agents, stating that the three that turned their shotgun on themselves turned out to be the lucky ones. He wanted to describe the deaths of the other 10 men to a university liaison in what can only be described as a puppeted trance, including bashing their heads against catacomb walls, tearing their eyes out and filling the sockets with gunpowder, and simply chewing the flesh off of each other's faces until, in a hollow voice, he told the liaison, "Don't come back." He then proceeded to swan dive out of the French headquarters' second-story building onto the concrete below. And from the other side of the world, there have been reports from New Zealand of a new supernatural insect infecting the populace. Right, the earworm thing. Heard those guys joking about it. I guess she's not going to stop talking about creepy bullshit. May as well try to sleep through it. The creature seems to carry no physical debilitating illnesses, but while pupating in the victim's ear, will generate the muffled sounds of screaming and brutality, making victims believe that their neighbors are viciously attacking each other. Thousands of people have already been murdered in an attempt to save imaginary spouses from imaginary violence. Local Miskatonic correspondent Sasha the Basher Combs had this to say. Just kill her already. I just want to sleep. Ah, Sasha, silly bollocks. There's no her, and talk like that gets you a visit from the Miskatonic's in-house sensitivity trainer. She tried to sensitivity train me once back when you were allowed to flirt at work. I had never done it before, but the cute lady from the literature department said she was uncomfortable when I sat opposite him with a bowl of spaghetti, stared at him and screamed, "This could be us," before throwing my head down into the meal. That would have worked in England. Long story short, sensitivity training can suck my spaghetti. Man, I still feel the branding iron on my back, the ice water hosing, the bloody speech. This'll learn you not to be insensitive, she guffaws, whipping hot, dry dock chains across my dangling, broken body. Might as well call it a corpse, the damage on it. Still, it tastes blood at the thought of it. Thought that it might be someone else's. Though it might be someone else's. Huh. So yeah, the university's got some issues. So anyway, that's why I'm convinced that giraffes are from another dimension. And that concludes Mindy's Muse. We went a little over on the time slot, but that's okay. This has been Mindy in the Morning, signing off for the evening. Good morning, Mr. Tonic. It's your angelic little ball of adorable Mindy in the Morning, bringing you the morning announcements from across campus. She went the entire night. 8 goddamn hours. Firstly, students of the creative writing teacher, Mr. have a day off, as Mr. yesterday accidentally wrote his name on blood-dipped parchment and subsequently opened a nexus to a cadaverous homeworld, swallowing the entire post office. The post office, of course, being rife with blood and parchment. Secondly, a reminder to students and faculty in the biology department that the revolvers held in the wall-mounted glass case are for suicide purposes only. Don't try to be a hero when little Susie splashes herself with the rage virus. Let her do it herself, or let our security forces take care of her. The turnover rate is high enough already, and our woodworking teachers are complaining about the amount of coffin projects they already have their students working on. The security team is there to die, so you don't have to. Thanks, Dick. Finally, our Argentinian outpost had delivered to us a genuine Shoggoth brain. Much to the delight of Dr. Thace Valentine, the brain has been sent to the Corporeum and testing will begin today. This has been your favorite morning radio host, Mindy in the Morning, with the Miskatonic Morning Announcements. Oh, so they have a Shoggoth brain now, which I wonder if that means they're going to try to get goo out of that too. We'll have to probably look into that one. Hello, Charlotte. You're in need of a Corporeum, eh? Okay. I'll be there in a second. Thanks, Marie. Oh, so people just randomly walk into our room? Alright, time to head to the Corporeum. The investigation is still going on, so I gotta keep an eye out for mischief. So we're just gonna talk to... Oh, everyone's lined up here. Okay, let's talk to Amelia. Can you believe it? An actual Shoggoth brain. How did they finally get hold of one? I heard the engineering department has been developing some sort of acid rifle. Genius, really. I can't wait to see the local old Valentine's face. Man, they seem excited. Eerily excited. Okay, and now this one. This is what we've been working towards for decades. A genuine Shoggoth brain. So many questions we'll finally be able to answer. It's the start of a new global renaissance. And we're all here to see the genius of it. The genesis of it. This is so exciting. What's the big deal? So we gotta go to the Corporeum. Huh. So this is it. Kinda unassuming for all the commotion outside. Yep, this is a Shoggoth brain, or more accurately an organ we like to call a sentience mesh. It's the one solid organ Shoggoth possess, a sort of webbing that dictates its actions and behavior. After a cursory analysis, I confirmed that it is in fact made entirely of primordial ooze. Primordial ooze? What's that? It's a viscous liquid, orange in color when pure, that is the base ingredient of all life on Earth. Every plant and animal on this planet was created by the manipulation of primordial ooze. It's incredibly difficult to find pure samples, but with this sentient mesh, we should be able to get a firmer grasp on how primordial ooze works. And to do that, I'd like you to use your eyes on it. My eyes? Sure, I guess. Yo, that's creepy. With it having like an overlay, now we're getting the... Okay. We just made a head, it seems like. Yeah, we just turned the brain into a head. A little concerning. Huh? I didn't expect that. Astonishing. Charlotte, please take this report to Avery Marr. I believe he's in the library. What does this mean? Am I manipulating the brain goo? Am I some sort of psychic wizard or occult halfling? It's too early to start making assumptions, but if ours are correct, it's a very exciting time for the Miskatonic and all of humanity. Well, I better go find Avery then. Did you catch that, Charlotte? Yes, I did, other Charlotte. Primordial ooze. Viscous. Orange. Hard to come by, my ass. Motherfuckers have been stealing primordial ooze from people's brains and stockpiling it. But why? And why was the first test to see if my eyes affected it? Shit's getting intriguing. By the way, phenomenal acting on your part, Charlotte. Thank you, other Charlotte. Hard to keep a smile going when you're half-cracked a case. For now, I better go find Avery and give him the report. Lay low, try and learn what I can about primordial ooze. So there are some things going on. Maybe she'll close Carson's face hole, or give Redler new arms, or fix my chronic fear of commitment. Let's not wish for miracles just yet, huh? Fixing mutations? I always heard that once you mutate, you're mutated. Is this something to do with primordial ooze? I wonder if they're talking about us. Do you think the Elder Thing had a plan for us? I mean, we're the smartest creatures on Earth, right? They wanted us to carry on their scientific research. That must be it. Why else would they be here? Elder Things? What the hell are Elder Things? Curious and more curious. This goofy bullshit's starting to pile up. Alright, so go see Emily. Hey, Emily, have you seen Avery around? I've got a report to give him. Well, thanks anyway. Where is he? Guess I'll take a seat. Maybe we'll be back in a minute. Oh, hey, Vicky. Where's your little worm fellers? One spark an elaborately tiered non-Euclidean Raylethian tentacle cake baking an elaborately tiered non-Euclidean Raylethian tentacle cake for an executive brunch. What about the other one? Moral support. Baking a cake isn't really a torso-driven task, so I can wander around for the dumb bits. Are you sure you can trust those wormy things with such a delicate little task? Won't they fuck it up or eat all the icing or whatever? Not if they don't want to kick up the ass. What are you hanging around here for? Didn't you hear about the Shoggoth brain? Yeah, I'm looking for Avery. I've got a report to give him. Oh, I saw him at the main entrance. You'll find him there. Ah, thanks, Vicky. I'll go check it out. There you are, Avery. I got this report in the Shoggoth brain for you. Huh. Groovy, huh? There's some magic eyeballs on it and warped into like some weird mouth thing. What does it mean? Well, it's mostly about documenting the effects of outside influences on primordial ooze, not so much about your eyes. It turns out that ooze samples seem packed with something akin to neural impulses, creating a sort of rudimentary intelligence that warps its physical properties to better match its environment. Of course, the effect is much more profound when the ooze is exposed to open air, hence the heavily mutagenic atmosphere, but it explains a lot about the slow evolution of species on Earth. If I had to guess, I would say your eyes emit some trace amount of magic that only communicates with the raw ooze, which is why the sample changed shape so rapidly. I guess that's why it messes with people's brains sometimes. Because of the brain goo. Wait, what do you mean, hence the heavily mutagenic atmosphere? The air in New England has primordial ooze in it? Oh, you didn't know about that? Yeah, that was our bad. After the second expedition to Antarctica a couple years ago, the Miskatonic discovered that the elder things used primordial ooze to create all life on Earth. They brought back about a swimming pool's worth of it for testing, but didn't know it reacts to literally everything. It evaporates into the air, creating the atmosphere New England has today. And since the Miskatonic has the government by the balls, they decided not to evacuate New England, instead using the opportunity to observe the ooze's mutational properties on the unaware citizens. Which, I might add, furthered the progress of occult medicine by 200 years. Not bad, huh? What the fuck is an elder thing? An intergalactic alien race. Oh. Duh. Marie and the Corporeum can tell you more about them. Thanks for the report, Charlotte. Okay. I'll go find her then. See you around. This is an elder thing, or at least a drawing of one, oui? Elder things were a race of alien scientists that came to Earth roughly 1 billion years ago. With their tough hides and nimble tentacle appendages, they could live on both the land and underwater. Looks like an evil carrot. Oui, they have radial symmetry rather than the bilateral symmetry of us Earthlings. Much like a carrot. But with them, they brought primordial oozes. Primordial ooze, the base ingredient for all life on Earth. Unlocking the secrets of primordial ooze and how to safely manipulate it could bring about a new world. One without hunger, with the ability to create a species dedicated to working for us, or possibly jumpstart the next stage in human evolution. Exciting, oui? Or accidentally mutating everyone in the tri-state area. Oui! If we were able to control the mutagenic properties, we could not only fix the people of New England, but let them design themselves to their preferences. Longer legs, bluer eyes. We could even do something about your giant bum. Okay, yes, thank you. Bye. So primordial ooze is responsible for everyone's mutations. I can mess with primordial ooze with my balls, and it's the university's fault that the New England atmosphere is so effed. I wonder if I could snag a sample of ooze from the Corporeum. No doubt they got a jar or two. Run my own experiments on it, see if I can control it a little. Either way, I got a bad feeling about all this. Shit's seeming evil. What gave it away? How the hell did you do that? I don't know. I tell you what, though, the dismount don't play havoc with my jiggle jogglers. What? So what's all this muttering about evil, my lovey? Oh, just some stuff I learned about the university give me a bad feeling. Like, feel like there's something evil going on, you know? Charlotte, my sweet, when you die in some staff experiment, they're gonna chop you up and feed you to me. They ain't exactly pillars of moral integrity, mate. Yeah, but that's, you know, recycling. And an ongoing experiment they're running on us to see if eating people makes people crazy. Spoiler alert, you gotta be crazy to eat people. It's when all this science stuff starts hurting folks outside, that's what I feel weird about. The mutagenic atmosphere, it's a university experiment they effed up, and now New England's all screwed because of it. It's not fair, right? Let's you and me run away together then. What? Yeah, we'll go back to England, you hunt monsters for a living, and I'll be a darling wifey in a polka dot dress, cooking roast beefs on a pea green oven. You can do that whole pipes and slipper thing like a proper American husband. Rough day at work, covered in blood and claw wounds, kick his shoes off, 12-bore shotgun and umbrella stand, dinner at 6, bed by 11, dead by 80. Proper traditional. That actually sounds like fun. Yep, and don't you feel better with a little exit strategy? Back in London, we called it a fuck it. Just a little plan we all dream up for shit gets slightly too awful. Helps us get through the day. Oh yeah, I do kind of feel better. Thanks, Annie. Not a problem, me lovey. Just give me a day's notice if you want to skip the country and we'll be on a boat by breakfast. Oh, hey, your brother works in a Corporium, right? You think you can sneak me a sample of primordial ooze? I'd have it on your desk before you know it. Thanks, Annie. I owe you one. I'll hold it on to that honeymoon. I'll hold you to that on the honeymoon. Well, with Annie swiping a sample for me, you better do a quick patrol to keep up appearances, then go back to my room to do an experiment. Alright, let's start talking to people. Oh, your arms are back. Hey, Vicky, where's everyone at? Usually there's a lot more folks mulling around. Oh, there's a trip to Dunwich tomorrow. Most of the staff are preparing for that. Dunwich? Isn't that where little Lizzie's from? Yeah, Lizzie at Dunwich is in fact from Dunwich. Ah, mystery solved. It's a derpy sounding right there. Hello, my lovey. What say you? We're making a break for it? First, I gotta find out why the Miskatonic stockpiling primordial ooze. This investigation ain't over yet. But you know where to find me. Standing on the ceiling. Alright, so I'm guessing this is gonna have that many people around, yeah. So not nearly as much conversation. Ah, Charlotte, one more secret for posterity. Nope, that's pretty much all I got. What are you doing with all these secrets anyway? Archiving them. Historians tend to overlook the minutiae of a person's life, especially when a larger event overshadow daily life. With my secret archive, future historians will know that the tiniest details of our faculty, who we were, how we behaved, and exactly what was happening during our time here. Huh, well, that's pretty noble, I guess. See you around, Nico. And you... Amelia. Hey, Charlotte, do you think you could use your eyes on me again? I need to forget a few things. I don't have that much control over them, but I guess it's good practice. Yep, we're doing the creepy thing again. We're doing the creepy thing again. God bless the creepy thing. Honestly, like, I'm not sure, like, the thumbnails for this are going to be really weird, because it's all going to be characters from the game, or events from the game. But, I don't know who I'm going to put when. Did it work? Nope, still haunted by the screams of 1,000 prior librarians, driven mad by futile attempts to alphabetize the rotting text of Funathagen. But on the plus side, I've forgotten where I parked. Well, you're welcome. I guess? You're kind of welcome? Sure, I'll go with that. It's always uncomfortable when so many people are away from the university. It might be a little dangerous here, but it's so much worse out there. Oh, Mama Annika worried about her little flock. Come on, as long as it's not going to Mexico, England, North Canada, New Zealand, Africa, Europe, or Asia, they're pretty safe. Or Australia. Or South America. Sounds like the world's pretty effed. You're going to think about it. Think it, walking around here. Except for all the mutants, I guess. And the toxic body warping atmosphere. And the huge conspiracy of blood and brain snatching that I'm currently investigating. So I guess you would think it walking around here. Like, some of the lines in this game are just so stupid, like, blunt, it's great. Are we really willing to sacrifice everything we built at Dunwich just for one simple test? A simple test that can decide the fate of a human race? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's worth it. The Dunwichers can rebuild. They do it once a week anyway. Curious. We gotta tell Lizzie. Lizzie might have family that we gotta worry about. Oh. Bob? No. Oh, that's Dr. Thirst, though. Ah, Ruiner. Try to make sure your eyes don't fall out in the coming weeks. That would impede the advancements of science quite a bit. Well, plus I won't be able to see anything. Oh. How terrible. It's rare to see Thirst out and about. It always puts me in my best behavior. Guess that makes my job a little easier, huh? It's okay. Good talk. Oh, Roman. So I was, I guess, the Arkham Elementary School for mutated munchkins, right? And I'm like, little kids, impressionable, might as well tell them about shooting nigger out this calls. Not to be a douche is a lot easier to learn when you're still a baby child. Or so I've heard. Exactly. But then this snot-nosed anus of a child gets up and he's like, if these love cults are so great, why do we still need the police and the army or whatever? I've never wanted to dropkick a 7-year-old before. I imagine it feels fantastic. Well, the police are going to stop folks stabbing other folks. You can't force people to be loving to each other. You just gotta be groovy and hope other people see how awesome it is and join in. Yeah, I guess. What if you could, though? You can't. But what if there was like a machine that like turned everybody into nice people? The nice people wouldn't notice, and the assholes are now nice people. People would be like, yeah, that was monumentally asshole thing to do, but, you know, can't argue with the results. World peace done, you know? I think some people tried that before, but a whole bunch of people got killed. The machine was guns. Not a damn war, Charlotte. I mean, like a spell or something. Pour love potion into the ocean, and then go with the motion of the love potion ocean. Well, I guess if you want to turn humanity into a giant tribe of bonobos. That's a noble way of going about it. A noble for the bonobo goal. Oh god, I'm having a stroke just reading that. Holy crap. Yeah, I guess that's one way to achieve world peace, huh? Yep, but it's still a douchey thing to do. Us cultists just have the guy to be groovy, and other folks will be groovy too eventually. You're right, Charlotte. Forget I said anything. So this takes place in the 30s, but a lot of the clothes look more modernish, which actually kind of throws me off. Like Charlotte's clothes looks 30ish to me. Then again, to be honest, I don't really know designs of times, but it looks 30ish, maybe even a little older than that, kind of Victorian almost. I don't know. Okay, patrol done. There's a bunch of suspicious motherfuckers around here, but not enough evidence to go to the cops. Better get back to my quarters to see if any sort of sample primordial ooze for me. Right. Alright, before we start doing the experiment on the primordial ooze, I'm going to end this episode. We're going to kick off the next episode with those experiments, I believe. But I hope you guys are all enjoying the series. If you are, please let me know in the comments down below. Leave a thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. And make sure you subscribe to get updates on this new content or go live while live streaming. And as always, have a great day. Remember to burn bright. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.